Hi, this video is about how to target in a job search. I think you regularly hear people are out at work being told that they have to network, but we think that, and that's clearly true, but with the benefit of the internet, it's pretty easy to get a very good understanding of who your target market is, and for most people our experience it's less than 1,000 companies, often less than 100 companies, and so the marketing challenge you have is more like direct selling than it is about mass advertising. You're going to, if you do a little bit of work targeting, you're then able to approach those key targets directly. You can write to them, etc., and call them, and you can tailor your message much more intelligently once you know what you're aiming at.
Depending on how senior you are, it may well make a lot of sense for you to go directly to the key decision maker in the company, rather than go through the HR route.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that person, if he or she is any good, will be looking for talent, and that talent may be different to what's been described in the overall people plan for the organisation.
Yeah, you simply don't know what the business needs are at any particular time, and so what we recommend is, in a previous part of our process we talked about the need to have a clear understanding of who you are and what you want in terms of compensation, size of company, geography, etc. When you apply that to a database of all companies, you get a target set. Now, in the States, you can S&P sell that data. In Australia, there are some other lists. The list of 1,000 biggest companies is publicly available. But if you think about most people's targets, they're going to be associated with an industry, a professional association of some sort, or a geographic area. And in each case, whether it's something as simple as the Yellow Pages, there will be lists of potential companies in every segment. And we frankly suggest you should have a spreadsheet of them. You should download a spreadsheet of them and go through them and start to cull, so that you end up with a very specific target list and a very specific target, as opposed to a general view of I want to get a job.
Yeah, I think that makes eminent sense to me. The most important thing is that at this stage of the process, what you're trying to do is both narrow the field down, but not eliminate ones that you don't necessarily know a lot about.
Yeah, I mean it's the list of possibles, not the list of probables.
Absolutely.
What that will do is it will give your networking a focus. It'll make you aware of the targets you're interested in, and it'll give you all those possibles are opportunities to go and have a conversation with somebody. Maybe you know somebody who works in that area, or maybe there's somebody in an industry association who could help you. But what we find is that people in this process are incredibly willing to help. And so if you say, but they're not, what they want to do is they want to help people who are helping themselves. So if you go to people and say, I don't have a job, can you help me? Nobody really knows what to do. But if you go to people and you say, look, I've looked at the market, there are 11 companies where I feel like I can make a big contribution, I've got good contacts into 5, but I don't know anybody at these 6 companies, do you know anybody I could talk to? That's a much easier response for people. People can say, yeah, I know somebody there, or I could help you get to, but because you've done a lot of work to frame it, it's much easier for them to then go and help you build on that work.
I don't know about you, but I know that I get very apprehensive when I walk into a room of people I don't know. So when we talk about networking, we're not talking about networking, the sort of networking event that you commonly find people refer you to. What we're saying is that use your network of acquaintances and friends if necessary to direct you to talk to specific people. You don't have to go to those people, as Charles said, and say, I'm looking for a job, or I'm looking for a job with your firm. But you do need to go to them with something that causes them to say, gee, that's interesting. Yeah, look, I think I could probably help you there. And it may well be that you've presented yourself in such a way to those individuals, or that individual, that the help comes in the form of an offer to join their job with their company. In fact, we had a most interesting discussion this morning with a person who has started a pro bono business to attract school children into a particular faculties at university. And she was explaining to us that she got her current job by going to persuade the chief executive of the company that she was talking to give her organisation some money. And she was so effective in that process and so effective in describing how she was creating value that he offered her a job in his company.
And I think people will help you if you're helping yourself. And for us, the starting point of that is that you should be able to scope the target market and have a clearly articulated view of why those companies are interesting to you and how you could be interesting to them and how you might add value for them.
As you think about those companies, try and dig out as much as you can about the culture of the organisation, how they do business, and then match that up to what you know about yourself. Because, again, finding there's a mismatch of culture is actually quite difficult, particularly when you're starting in a new role.
Anyway, we hope that's helpful. As always, comments in the forums below. Thanks.